If you've been searching for acreage homes in the Rockwall area and Royse City keeps coming up in your results, well, there's a reason for that. It's one of the best value corridors in East DFW right now. But these are the things you need to understand about this town before you start booking showings. I'm going to walk you through all of it. I'm Kenneth Holland, your local Dallas-Fort Worth residential friendly realtor, and if you are looking for a home in the Dallas area with more land and less houses around you, I can help you with that. Just call me. I specialize in acreage and relocation buyers across Dallas-Fort Worth and especially the East DFW area. Before real estate, I spent over 20 years running a construction company, which means when I evaluate a property, I'm looking at the land, the infrastructure, and the long-term picture, not just the finishes. Royse City is a community I'm constantly in. My own parents and my brothers and their families live there. I know what's happening here on the ground right now, what's growing, what's available, and what relocation buyers consistently get wrong when they first start looking here. Let me give you the real picture. Let me start with this. Because Royse City is one of the most interesting communities in this corridor right now, it's growing fast. We're talking one of the top growth rates in the entire state of Texas, and that has real implications for buyers who are relocating here. What that means on the ground is this: you've still got a real downtown, a square, local restaurants, a community identity that's been here for a long time. And then you've got new development pushing out in all directions around it. A lot of new construction developments that tend to pop up. Royse City right now is a town in transition, and depending on where you buy and what you're looking for, that transition either works for you or it's something you want to plan around. One thing that catches relocation buyers off guard is this: Royse City spans Rockwall and Hunt counties and even a part of Collin County. That affects your property taxes, your utility providers, and sometimes your school district assignments depending on the specific parcel where you're located. It's something I check on every property before my buyers get attached to it. Here's what your budget gets you in Royse City right now, and this is genuinely one of the better stories in East DFW. Compared to Heath, which commands a lake premium, or established Rockwall neighborhoods, Royse City gives you more land for the money. I consistently find 1 to 5 acre properties here at price points that would get you a fraction of that acreage closer to the Rockwall core. You can see plenty of house tours right here on my channel that will prove this exact point. The catch is that the window on that value is getting shorter. As development pushes east along Highway 66 and 30 corridors, raw land is getting absorbed. Buyers who are serious about getting acreage at the right price point in Royse City need to be ready to move, because the inventory that existed 2 years ago is not the same inventory that exists today. From a construction standpoint, what I'm watching closely in Royse City's growth areas in these new subdivisions is lot grading. Production builders, we all know they're moving fast. Sometimes they prioritize pace over precision or drainage and grading, and when that happens, you might be unlucky and have a swamp in your backyard or on your side yard. When I walk a new construction lot here, or honestly any lot for that matter, I'm checking the grade, which way the grade moves water away from the foundation, not toward it. It's a detail that matters a lot more than granite countertops. Let's talk briefly about schools, because for most relocation families, this is the first filter. Okay, school district is always one of the first questions I get from relocation families, and in Royse City, the answer is straightforward. For most of the community, it's Royse City ISD. It's a growing district, newer schools, newer facilities, and expanding programs. The high school just became 6A, and now we have a friendly 3-school small town rivalry between Rockwall High, Rockwall Heath High, and Royse City High. It's been a lot of fun. For families coming from large suburban districts and other metros, it's going to feel smaller. Whether that's a plus or a minus depends entirely on what you're looking for. What I'm going to tell you is this: verify the specific address, not just the general area, because Royse City spans multiple counties and some parcels near the edges of the city fall in different school district zones than you'd even expect. For example, you have Rockwall ISD that's also zoned for a small portion of Royse City. Okay, let's talk about Commute. Royse City is further east than Heath or Fate, and that matters for buyers who are still commuting regularly. I still do not think it's a bad commute, but you will have to decide. You're looking at roughly 45 45 to 50 minutes to downtown Dallas, depending on where in Royse City you are going to be located and what time you're leaving. I-30 is your main artery west, and it performs reasonably well in no rush hour. But DFW traffic is DFW traffic, and I will tell you to do at least one test commute at actual rush hour before you decide. For remote workers, and I'm working with more of those every year, commute is less of a factor, and Royse City becomes an even stronger value proposition. You're getting more land for the money in a community that still has genuine character, and your commute is the drive to Fate Creamery. Let me be direct with you about who Royse City is a great fit for and who might want to look at a different community. If you're relocating from a metro, you want more land for your money, you're remote or have a manageable commute, and you're comfortable being in a community that's still actively building out around you, Royse City is one of the strongest value plays in this entire corridor right now. If you need a fully established, quiet neighborhood where nothing new is going up around you, or if you're commuting into Dallas every day and drive time is a hard constraint, there may be better fits. Heath gives you the established feel, and Rockwall proper gives you better highway access. What I tell every buyer who asks about Royse City, go in with your eyes open about what fast growth actually means to live in. The upside is real, the opportunity is real, but it's a town in motion, and the buyer who thrives here is the one who wants to be part of that motion, not just observe it. Royse City is one of the most interesting communities in East DFW right now. Genuinely good value on acreage, a real small town core, strong growth trajectory, and Royse City ISD schools that are investing and expanding. The trade-off is that you're buying into a town that's actively growing around you, and that requires going in with clear eyes about what that means day to day. My job is to make sure you see all of it, the opportunity and the context, before you commit. That's why I walk every property the way a builder would, not the way a salesperson would. I have a free Royse City relocation checklist, every question to ask, every detail to verify before you make an offer on acreage here. Completely free, just email me and I will send it over to you. I'm Kenneth Holland, your local Dallas-Fort Worth residential friendly realtor. If you're looking for a home in the Dallas area with more land and less houses around you, I can help you with that. Call me.